Hello everyone, starting off with a large bowl, half a cup of butter, 3/4 of a cup of white sugar, and 1 package of instant pistachio pudding mix, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then blend these things together with an electric mixer or by hand until your mixture is light and fluffy and a lovely shade of green. Then add in 1 large egg and blend that until it's creamy. Now you will beat in 1 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, and the mixture will be a little on the crumbly side. And once it's blended, get your hands in there and just bring your dough together into a dough ball, cut it in half, and take one of those halves and you're going to roll it out to about 1/8 of an inch thickness. Then I'm going to cut out some circle shapes, and the size of the cookie is up to you. This is a 4-inch cookie cutter. Now this is a sandwich cookie with a little shamrock cutout on the top part of the cookie. Now the shamrock cookie cutter I have is this big, so that's not going to work. So what I did is I used this little tiny heart cookie cutter that I have, and I just made a shamrock with it, which is basically 3 little hearts that overlap a little in the center, and then I cut a little stem. Just like that. Very easy, a little bit time consuming, but very easy. Now you'll notice I rolled out this dough on some parchment paper. It makes it a lot easier. And once you get all your shapes cut out, you can just take that excess dough in between those shapes, and then you're going to re-roll those scraps and make more cookies with it. And then you're going to take the whole piece of parchment with those cookies on it, and you're going to put them on a cookie sheet and put them in the freezer or the refrigerator, and you're going to chill them until they're nice and firm. I put mine in the freezer for about 15-20 minutes, and it's just going to make it a lot easier to transfer to cookie sheet, and I'm going to show you that right now. So there they are coming out of the freezer, and you'll see they're very easy to transfer. They stay nice and firm and they don't fall apart on you when you try to move them. You can crowd these quite a bit on this cookie sheet because they don't spread almost at all. Now make sure when you're cutting these out that you do equal numbers of top and bottoms for your cookies. The bottom, of course, is just a plain circle, and the top has the shamrock in it. Then you're going to bake these at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes or so until they're just the tiniest little bit brown on the edge. You don't want to over bake them because you want to keep that nice green color. Now while those are baking, you can make your filling. So that's a 1/2 cup of butter at room temperature, 8 ounces of powdered sugar, a little bit of vanilla extract, about 1/2 teaspoon, and start off with about 1/2 tablespoon of milk or cream, and start to beat it and add little tiny bits of cream or milk after that. You're looking for a spreadable consistency, but you don't want it to be runny because it is a filling, not a frosting. And then I added a 1/4 cup of finely chopped pistachio nuts. These are salted because salty and sweet go so well together, especially in a cookie filling. And I just blended that in, and then I transferred this filling into a pastry bag. Now here are the cookies, and these are baked. You can see they don't change color very much. Put a little bit of filling on the bottom cookie, and then add your shamrock shaped cookie on the top. Press very gently because you don't want them to break. Then, to give it a little extra green color, you're going to fill it in with a little bit of green sugar or green sprinkles. So I just sprinkled a little bit in there, and then I just gently pressed the sugar in so that it would stick to the filling. I let them sit there until that frosting set up a little bit, the filling set up, and then I tilted the cookie over to get rid of the excess sugar. And they stayed nice and green that way. And there is your completed shamrock pistachio cookie. These are a crisp, crunchy cookie, and pistachio is kind of a subtle flavor to begin with. It's not a very strong flavor, but you can taste it in the filling. You can taste it in the cookie. These are a really, really nice cookie. I enjoyed them, and they'd be perfect with a little cup of tea. I have a St. Patrick's Day playlist that has a few goodies and a couple of crafty kind of things, including these little leprechaun hats. So if you want to see this video, click on your screen or see the link in the description. And thank you so much for watching.